Hey everyone, I hope everyone's having a great day, but more importantly, I hope you all had a fantastic game week 5. Now, let's get straight into game week 6, but first, cue that intro. All right. Let's be real here. You know what? I didn't really have that well of a game week as I expected. Thankfully, I didn't wildcard, so I didn't choose the wrong week to wildcard. It seems like some people who wildcarded game week 5, it really backfired on them and didn't turn up to par with what they were expecting. A lot of people had blanks with players being out with COVID. Of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold let me down with being sick, and even last minute, we found out that Benrahma might not play. Eventually, he ended up playing, so thankfully, I did get points there. I did have a half-decent bench, so I got some points there. But overall, I ended up finishing just above average with 67 points, with the average being 55 points. And all in all, at the end of the day, I did get the green arrow that I very much needed and making my way into the top 50K with an overall rank of 30K across the globe, and still being top in my mini leagues so far. Now, I'm going to be sharing my screen to go over my game week 5 at the start of this video and then work my way through game week 6, telling you guys the captaincy preferences between Ronaldo, Mo Salah, but also differential captaincy picks. Now, we know that Mikel Antonio will be back for the West Ham's next fixture, and seeing, whether Antonio's captaincy would pay off. But last but not least, I'll be discussing differential picks to have in your team, some must-have gems to have moving forward into game week 7 onwards, looking into more long-term picks, and also players that you should have got rid of. Now, keep in mind the subject to price rises already happened yesterday overnight, causing Rudiger's price to go up along with Benrahma. So if you guys haven't already caught those players, do make sure to keep an eye on them. But more importantly, if you like what you're hearing so far, do make sure to like the video and kindly subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for more FPL videos. And last but not least, I am doing an Arsenal kit giveaway. If you all are suffering Arsenal fans like myself, no pun intended there, I am doing an Arsenal away kit giveaway in the size Use Extra Large for any of my subscribers. Check out my previous video on the channel to see how you guys can enter, and I will be doing the raffle for that this coming Friday. That's something to look forward to. I know Arsenal are playing today against Wimbledon, so I wish us luck. Hopefully we do well and we get the much-needed win going ahead into the North London Derby. Now let's get straight into my Game Week 5 review and discuss with you guys what I did in my team overall and how you should guys be lining up ahead of Game Week 6, with the deadline being this Saturday, September 24th at 11:30 a.m. UK time. So now going on to Game Week 5 recap. My Game Week 5, I didn't do that bad, but I also didn't do as well as I wanted to. With Sanchez in goal, it did cost him his clean sheet, with, of course, Brighton conceding. Luke Shaw only getting me 2 points. Duffy getting 5 points off my bench because Trent Alexander-Arnold did not play since he was out to an illness not COVID-related. Cody blanked. Wolves had a nightmare. It was very awful for people who had Marcel in midfield and also Semedo. A lot of people doubled up on Wolves or even had Jimenez up front, which didn't pay off. Jack Grealish had a stinker, only a 3-pointer. Jota with a 3-pointer. Rafinha with 8 points. I have the duo of Rafinha and Bamford. We're still monitoring Bamford's situation to see whether he'll be clear for the weekend to play. Captain, the Egyptian King, yet again has not failed to deliver so far this season, and hopefully I don't jinx it and we maintain that going forward into their next fixture. Said Benrahma with a beautiful 10 points, and with Antonio out, we knew that Benrahma would play. Last minute, we found out that Benrahma might not play because of a small knock from their previous fixture. However, at the end of the day, he did play and he delivered the points I needed. So thankfully, holding off on Benrahma paid off for me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Cristiano Ronaldo, only a 6-pointer. Thank God I didn't captain him as he didn't deliver as much. Bamford at 5 points. it paid off eventually for me to keep him up front as my replacement for Mikel Antonio. Now, I know some of you guys already bought Mikel Antonio back, considering he'll be back from his red card suspension ban ahead of their fixture moving forward. But some of you guys sailed the boat early on and sold him before his ankles get injured. I myself am not buying back Mikel Antonio for this fixture, but maybe long term I might think about it. My bench had Steely on the bench with 0 points, Trent with 0 points, obviously because he didn't play, Scarlett with 0, and Livermento with 5 points on my bench. Because Duffy was my first sub for Trent, that's why I got the 5 points for Duffy. Overall, my game week was pretty good, but my overall rank is 30k, which improved from 33k just prior to that week. And I only did one transfer so far, which was a free transfer, so I have yet to take a hit this season. Moving on to game week 6 swiftly, I did take a -4, which was my first hit overall this season. If you guys know me, last season I took hits right, left, and center. You name it. I was taking -4, -8, and even a -12 so comfortably that it affected my rank so badly. And I learned the hard way not to do that. Hence, I'm advising you guys, if you guys have the ability to roll on a free transfer, roll it on ahead of Game Week 7, where there's a bit easier fixtures. For example, for teams like Chelsea, Game Week 7 onwards is the perfect time to wildcard if you're still holding on to that wildcard chip. I have used the wildcard chip, and I only have the free hit chip left, and also the triple captain, which I will be holding on to, possibly for a double game week later on in Game Week 17, 18 onwards. Thankfully, the FPL god Ben Crowlin keeps us updated via his Twitter spreadsheets. Moving on to Game Week 6, I have Sanchez in goal still. Trent, hopefully he's cleared to play, looking like he's good to play. I swapped Cody. I've sold Cody, got rid of him. Felt like holding on to him wasn't good enough. And how good Rudiger was performing over time. In the previous fixtures, I've got him ahead of the Man City game. I think he'll turn up. And if they can keep a clean sheet, that'll be even more wonderful and the icing on top. I've kept Shaw just for another game week for the Aston Villa fixture. And in my midfield, I have Jota, Salah, Sarr, who's my new pick as my replacement for Jack Grealish. Now, I've sold Jack Grealish because Jack Grealish's next 2 fixtures are very tough, and I don't think they'll end up getting a result, let alone getting a goal or an assist. So I've now gone for Sarr, and Sarr has done really well. He had an excellent fixture against Norwich, 2 goals, and could have easily had more. And I think he's an exceptional pick to have this game week onwards. And, initially it was a differential, but now I think it's highly owned. I also have Said Ben Rama, who I'm holding on to and not letting go just yet, keeping him in for the Leeds fixture, considering Leeds only have 1 center forward in their team so far. And, Leeds are not really doing the greatest so far. It is an away fixture for West Ham. With Mikel Antonio coming back, I do think West Ham will haul in this fixture. I do also have the pairing of Rafinha and Bamford. I am still monitoring Bamford, whether he's going to be fit to play for the weekend fixture. It's going to be a last-minute change I have to do once I hear the pressers on Friday. Cristiano Ronaldo, I am considering captaining him this week. So far, I do have the armband on Cristiano Ronaldo. However, that might change to Salah. Now, I will be discussing the captaincy options not so long ahead in this video, so stay tuned if you guys want to hear that as well. On my bench, it's the same bench as the previous game week. No changes there. And moving swiftly into Game Week 6 preview. Going on to the Game Week 6 preview, I just want to go ahead and touch upon what happened in Game Week 5. In Game Week 5, I'm very glad that Lukaku blanked because I didn't have Lukaku in my team, and a lot of the people in my mini leagues had Lukaku in their team, and unfortunately, he didn't deliver, but Salah delivered on another level at the moment. And Salah is a player that we've seen rate of returns week in and week out, and a player we can bank on. Now, we shouldn't underestimate this Brentford team. Moving on to Brentford, they had a superb win versus a Wolves team who've actually impressed over the last few game weeks, but Wolves didn't deliver the last fixture. Now, with that being said, I am still going to keep Sarr in my team because I still feel he'll get a goal or an assist and at least some bonus points in there. He's been doing really well and had a superb performance and just too good for that fixture against Norwich. Leon Bailey changes the game for Aston Villa in the 20 minutes he played before getting subbed off. It's a gem of a player to look into if you're looking at transferring him in. It's a low-owned eye catcher and a differential to look into, and he might get a goal or assist, but he only has 0.8 ownership. Mbueno was great versus Wolves. He could have easily had a bigger haul, and he only had a 0.8 ownership as well. That's another player to look into as well if you're looking for some differential picks. Some people even had Yves Bissouma, but unfortunately he didn't deliver as much as we expected him to. Going on to game week 6, the deadline is on September 24th at 11:30 a.m. UK time. Just something to keep aware of so that you guys set up and lock in your teams prior to the deadline and don't miss out on captaining the right player. Don't be like me, because one week I forgot to captain Ronaldo and instead went for Salah. Ronaldo ended up getting a brace that game week, and Salah only ended up getting a goal. Fixtures to target for game week 6 would be Man United, Aston Villa to start off with. With 13 goals so far this season, Man United are spoiled for choices when it comes along to attacking assets. And despite a good display form from Ronaldo, Pogba so far with the assists he's been bringing in, but also Mason Greenwood. Now, those of you guys who have Mason Greenwood, I say keep him for this game week and move him along to a player like Asar. Moving forward into the upcoming game weeks, I would even look at Kai Havertz just ahead of game week 7 because Chelsea have some juicy fixtures moving forward. Now, I see a comfortable home win for Man United moving forward. And I think they'll do well. They're playing at home and they're playing in front of a large crowd. I think Ronaldo will haul, and it's not necessarily an early fixture, so I think Ronaldo would deliver if you guys were to captain him. But I'm going to say it's going to be a comfortable home win, and then you would look at your assets of Pogba, Greenwood, or Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I know some of you guys already have the captaincy armband set, signed, and delivered on Cristiano Ronaldo. But with that being said, I do have some differential captaincy picks that I want to discuss later on in this video. Now, another fixture to target moving forward would be Leeds versus West Ham United. Leeds go toe-to-toe in every game, but I can't think that they'll be doing the same against West Ham. West Ham are looking really sharp in attack, and Antonio's return to the team is likely to cause a fragile Leeds to fall apart and crumble under pressure under that heavy press-resistant attack. Now, I think Antonio's going to cause the Leeds defense some serious problems, and I also think Ben Rama's going to haul. And, I think Leeds will deliver in terms of maybe a goal for Bamford if he's playing, but I think West Ham are going to be the eventual haulers of this game. I'm going for 3-2 overall. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game with West Ham to take the win at the end of the day. Now, the captaincy picks I will discuss is for Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah has 22 shots, 18 inside the box. He has 4 goals, 3 assists, and a goal-scoring return of 3.85 in the opening 5 game weeks so far. Salah has been superb so far, but so have the Brentford defense. Now, I think Liverpool have too much for them and expect a return from Salah. Not only one return, but I think he'll deliver a goal and assist moving on. He has yet to fail this up until game week 5. He has yet to fail, and moving forward, hopefully he can maintain that and also bag a goal or an assist. I do have the captaincy armband between Ronaldo and Salah, just the same as the previous game week 4. Captaincy on Ronaldo. Ronaldo is doing exceptionally well, and as we expected, he'll be shooting on sight, but the key to his goals is his anticipation. Now, with 13 shots and 19 points in 2 games, he'll be a decent captaincy option against anybody. But Aston Villa at home feels like it's really appealing. For those of you who want to captain Ronaldo, it's a great shout. I think he will haul, and I think he'll deliver with at least a goal or an assist. Now, going on to some differential captaincies. With Antonio coming back from his red card suspension, I think Antonio has 4 goals, 4 assists in 4 games, and that's great potential to deliver a rate of returns. Although he missed game week 5 because of his suspension, he'll be reasonably rested and be fit with fresh legs in order to play against game week 6 against the Leeds team with no defense, a shaky defense, and I think he'll be very easy to rip them apart. Seeing how much they struggled with St. Maximum in game week 5 makes Antonio a really strong captaincy option, which I don't regret whatsoever. Other captaincy differential picks I would go for is Sadio Mane. I know Sadio Mane at the start of the season hasn't been really turning up, but overall, he has been showing some shots inside the box, 2 goals in the last 2 games, and it could be a big differential, something that you guys might want to look into. Moving on into Leicester, Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy is a player who delivered in Game Week 5, and I see Leicester beating Burnley comfortably. Mind I say, may this be the season that Burnley are finally relegated? I'm tired of seeing Burnley ball. Sorry to all the Burnley fans, I'm just being honest. Another differential would be Gray. Without Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, I think Gray is a great pick, and he could be the player amongst the goals versus Norwich this weekend. Something to look into if you guys want juicy fixtures, but also a good rate of returns. Gray has been delivering previously in the past and has been looking like a great asset from Game Week 5 up until Game Week 7. Game Week 6 differential center, the key picks I would do is Harvey Barnes from Leicester, something to look forward to with Burnley at home, and he's only 6.8 million, something to look forward to in that midfield. Another player would be Sadio Mane, as I discussed before. The only thing offsetting with Sadio Mane is his 11.9 million, but it's a Brentford away, and I think he'll do well, at least to get you guys a goal or an assist and even some bonus points. And also, he does tend to get longer minutes. Therefore, that's something to keep in mind as well. Moving on to Armstrong, I think Armstrong playing Wolves at home at just 6 million, I think he's set to deliver in terms of at least an assist and also hopefully keeping a clean sheet. That's something to consider looking into as well. Now, moving on to Game Week 6, something I want you guys to consider is long-term planning. Now, going on to Game Week 7 onwards, we're going to start to see easier fixtures from Chelsea, but also tougher fixtures coming up from Man United and Leicester onwards. I think Man United, it's those of you who own Greenwood, it would be time to consider selling Greenwood onwards. Those of you guys like myself who have Diego Jota, you might want to look into a player otherwise than Diego Jota and sell him after this fixture. I know he failed and didn't deliver the last fixture, but I'd keep him for the easy fixture of Brentford away and sell him later on to a player like a Kai Havertz, something with a player who has more chances of delivering in terms of a goal or assist, or even look at a player like Sarr in midfield who has been delivering very well in the previous game week. That's just a player to keep an eye on and monitor. And another thing I will recommend is the price changes. If you guys want to do well in terms of your rank, it's very important to catch price rises and falls right before selling or buying a player so that you're on top of your game, and it's also you're buying players before their price goes up so you can save some money in the bank moving forward into tougher fixtures where you want to get better defenders and also a stronger midfield. Now, keep in mind, it's very hard to get the top 3 premium, juicy strikers up front. You might have to sacrifice some players in your midfield or also in your defense. So with budget midfielders, that's something to look into. Now, I wish you guys very much good luck in Game Week 6 coming up this week. Hopefully, you guys do well and do above average. But more importantly, if you guys want to still join my mini league, check out the link in the description and you guys can take part in my mini league, which the top 2 people in my league will get a $10 gift card of their choice. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day and enjoy the games, the Champions League games today, and also the Carabao Cup, because the beautiful Arsenal are playing today. And what more than the beautiful game of football? I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Keep well, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll be back on Friday with a Game Week 6 deadline team selection review and to help you guys choose your best 11 going ahead into Game Week 6. I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. And if you like what you heard so far, do make sure to like the video and kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of your day. Adios.